We're back working on the truck again. Say hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Shit, smart ass. He worked on the bedside here quite a bit tonight. Got it mudded in. Got all the high spots taken out of it. Filled in the low spots with some putty on the top edge there. Still got to work the side edges, but I think it'll come out and be okay. I got the bed cleaned out. Got the fifth wheel hitch out of it. Gooseneck hitch, rather. Found that when they put that hitch in, they did a really terrible job. They just kind of burnt some holes in it and then shoved bolts through it. So I'm doing a down and dirty patchwork on it because I'm just going to spray it and then put a rubber. Damn it. I just covered myself in fucking body putty. Again. It's like the third time tonight. Anyway, I'm just doing a down and dirty patch job on it because it's going to get sprayed then covered with the bed mat and whatever. As long as I can't put a foot through it, I'm okay. So yeah, the bed's coming right along. He's going to work on it some more this week. Hope to spray paint 2 weeks from now, 2 weekends from now. Got this side ground down the other day while we were here. Yesterday, Kristen and I were here. So got some high spots, low spots to take care of here, but we'll do the same thing we did on the other side. Chassis done. I'm gonna call it done. I did buy an exhaust system. Should be coming this week. 4-inch turbo back duals. So I should have an exit over there and an exit over here. I didn't buy tips yet. I'll get those later. Got the front doors and rear doors all put back together. Got my mirrors back on. I did opt to go with the tow mirrors. I just think they're a better fit for the 3/4 ton truck. I got my handles back in so my keys work. The interior we got put back in. Kristen scrubbed the carpets down again and vacuumed, and we put all the seats back in it. I need to put this door panel back in yet, but the cable for this interior handle is broken, so I got to order a new one of those. But that shouldn't be too big an issue to get that fixed and put back. We broke off the rearview mirror. We were cleaning the windshield. I got a kit there to put it back on. Shouldn't be a big deal. We took the cup holder all the way out of it and cleaned it, and it had a bunch of goo stuck in the back, and you know, just kind of getting it cleaned up here. All the front door panels are back in and cleaned. Doors open and close as they should. Fenders are set. Hood is set. Grill's going to be where it is. There's the gooseneck plate. As you can tell, it's just a bare, untreated hunk of shit steel that they welded a ball in the middle and a couple of D-rings to. So not the greatest of workmanship there. This side's good to go. Cab corner's done. A little bit of blend work there right where it meets, nothing major. I do have to replace this glass. You can see it there, it's all scratched to hell. Looks like someone took a pocket knife to it to take off a sticker or something. So I'm going to take the glass out of my white door and put it in here. Should be not big a deal. These doors are all set, same as the other side. Panels are back in them. Rear panels back in them. Daisy's hanging out in there because it's quiet. But yeah, we're all set there. Come on out there, baby. Come on. She vacuumed the headliner, so that's a lot cleaner. I mean, it's as clean as it's going to be for a 20-year-old truck that's been on again, off again, smoked in over the years. It's fine. I did find a hose clamp for my fuel neck here, so I think we should be okay there. I'll get that cleaned up when I put it back together. I got the plastic parts off the top of the bumper, so we're going to paint the bumper. I got all my plastic stuff over here that needs to be cleaned before it goes back in. I got the 2 rear fender liners and the 2 front fender liners. The headlights are sitting back there. The license plate frame is there. Got tail lights here and the wiring for the license plate lights. I'm only going to put one license plate light back in it, and I'm going to use the other side to mount my trailer wiring. So, I mean, we're coming right along. All that's left to do now is body work. So we're going to do the back of the cab and the front of the bed, get it sanded down, primed and painted, and then we're going to hoist the bed up here and then back under it, put the bed back on it, and then it'll be a complete truck again. We'll put the headlights in it, the tail lights in it, mask everything off, and then commence with the blocking and the priming and the sanding and all the arm work. Look like Popeye when I'm all done, but it'll be all right. We did get paint. Bought paint. Dad bought paint. Thanks, Dad. Him and I kind of put our heads together and impulse bought on bright red, Victory Red. There it is right there. Kind of hard to see, but there's a good shot. And gloss black. And there's all the hardeners and filters and mixing sticks and all that. And we're going to cut the body line right there where the tape is. That's just loosely on there. It's nothing to go by. It's not going to be there forever. So everything higher than the tape, you know, meaning all the way up the B pillar, across the top of the door, all down the A pillar to underneath the mirror, across the hood, the top of the hood, the roof panel, all of that is going to be gloss black. And the bottom half underneath the black line is going to be the Victory Red. So it's going to be black and red primarily. Well, 100%. Not going to be hardly any chrome on it. Just the lettering on the sport badge will stay chrome, and you know, that'll be about it. The lug nuts lug nuts I'll probably paint black. So black wheels we already have, so we have to stick with those. Yeah, if I end up buying all new lug nuts, I'll probably buy new chrome ones. But yeah, we're at the odds and ends stage now as far as chassis work is done. We got the brakes bled out the other day, so we can at least drive and stop. Get the exhaust put on it when it gets here and finish off the body work that we have to do on the bed and the cab corner on the other side, and then we'll go over with the whole damn thing with sandpaper and see where our highs and lows are, do some spot puttying and some sanding and priming and painting and polishing, and then put the damn thing on the road, start driving it. So yeah, it'll be all right. I got this dent pounded out as close as it's gonna get pounded out. You can't really get in behind it, but yeah, I'm getting excited now. So we'll get there. Anything you want to add there, Pops?
Cool.
This was your truck. Say a word.
Not my truck, your truck.
Was your truck for a long, long time. He drove it back and forth to work since he bought it in 2001. Bought it brand new off the dealer lot. It was a special order truck that the dealer or the factory called and said they couldn't do something. You remember what that was? Was it the leather? The dark leather? Yeah, he ordered it with the wrong color leather. So when he showed up to pick it up, he didn't want it anymore. So therefore this truck's sitting on the dealership lot, and it's like, well, we didn't order it. It's just waiting to go back to the factory. So we were there. He pulled me out of school. This is part of the legend of this truck, is Dad pulled me out of school to show me how to work a car deal, you know, to go buy a new truck. And I remember that. We were there at the dealership at North Point in Seneca working on a 1-ton Chevy with a gas motor. You know, we walked all around the lot and found this truck was sitting up there behind the thing and looked at the sticker and was like, yeah, right. It's a nice truck, but too much money. So we picked out this 1-ton dually Chevy with a gas motor, and we were down sitting there waiting on dealers, you know how they are. And next thing we know, the Chrysler sales manager comes down and says, hey, you guys are working on this 1-ton Chevy, right? Yeah. Why don't I sell you a Dodge? I got a white 3/4 ton up there that's just perfect. And I remember Dad said, yeah, it's perfect except the price tag. And the sales manager comes back and says, well, just let me worry about the price tag. And the rest is pretty much history. The next day, he went and picked it up, and then he come and pick us up from school, and everyone at school was, oh my, look at that, that's awesome. You guys are so cool. You have a nice big Dodge diesel truck now. And all of Amanda and Sarah's friends were out and looking at it and saying, that's really cool. You know, you're going to be able to pull your horses everywhere in that thing. That thing's awesome. You know, and after that, they learned how to drive in it. I learned how to drive in it. It's been around every horse show and every boat ramp in western Pennsylvania and beyond. I used it to tow the boat for a long time and will continue to use it to tow the boat. Spent the first, what do you think, probably 6 years, almost daily, towing a horse trailer back and forth to Franklin and 4-H meetings and Vara and everywhere. We lent it to our 4-H leader, who took it out west to Montana and Wyoming to high school rodeo events. It's just, huh? Yeah, she didn't like it. Her husband was a salesman at Toyota, so they always had Toyotas. And I don't remember, her truck was broke or something, wasn't it? Anyway, she borrowed it and didn't like it. But it's been hooked to the sled at the 4-H track a few times. It's been buried in the yard a few times. It's been backed into stuff. It's been crunched. It's been messed with. It's just been a good truck. It's got almost 200,000 miles on it. And we can account for all of them. It's still in the name of the guy who bought it brand new. Sitting right over there. So that's why it's worthy of fixing up. Because it's got history. It's got sentimental value. It's worthy. So anyway, that's the story there. We're rounding the bend on getting it done. It's been quite the process. Started out just gonna pull the bed and get it cleaned up and put the bed back on it, maybe patch up some of the body holes, maybe do some doors if the money allowed for it. And here we are 6 months later with new doors, new fenders. The whole damn frame now has been wire wheeled, cleaned, painted. All the running gear in the back's been inspected, replaced what needed to be replaced, all the wheel seals and brake components and emergency brakes and you know, brake lines and pretty much everything. New exhaust kit, new shocks, new bolts, new everything. It's all been cleaned and spring brackets, yep. So it's all been cleaned and primed and painted and prettified and hopefully going to last another 10 years in its current form. The bed's been looked at. It's, you know, it's been beat. It's been used. It's definitely could tell a story. And I guess it will continue to tell a story. It's a good truck. It's worthy of fixing. So, anything you want to add?
No, we're all good.
Alrighty. Well, next time you see it, hopefully it'll look more like a truck. Otherwise, I'll bring you back when we have all the body work done. Bye-bye.